The neighbors probably think I'm crazy. Alright guys, so this I figured would be a 1-year review of this box that I use for the field. We sort of use it anytime we have a problem with animals, anytime I need tools to go out and work on fencing, all that stuff. And so it's sort of the field fence box, or the storage box, tool box, whatever you want to call it. I would say so first of all, I can't believe it's been a year. I thought it was longer than that. Second of all, I would say that we use this thing every single time we go out in the field. There's some tool I need out of it or something. There's times where we use it every day during the week, dealing with the animals, that sort of thing. And so I think my only mistake was thinking I could hang all that weight on just 2 posts in the back. So you have a box that's screwed onto 2 fence posts, 2 4x4 posts, and that's not enough. There's too much weight, especially on the door. I hang all of my high tension wire on the door, and it's just too much weight out in front of the 2 4x4 posts. And so today I'm going to go ahead and install just some 2x4 pressure treat front legs for it. I'm gonna it's out of the shot I think, but I've got a floor jack that I'm gonna do the leveling and make sure it's leveled up to the ground, and then we'll get those legs in and screw them to the sides, put them in concrete. And because I was having a problem with the door sagging, but on top of that, the man gate over here actually shuts against the box. So we're gonna go ahead and get those front 2 legs in. And yeah, I'm sorry about the wind, and we'll get right on it here. All right guys, we're gonna take this door off first because I need to get in here and I can't have these hinges in the road. Also smoked. Okay. Alrighty. So gotta get this thing jacked up here. Blocks away. Alright, is that on a piece of wood? Huh. Alright, so now that the door's off, we're gonna start digging this hole. Take you guys off of there and show you. So if you can see it, You see it? There's water. And that's kind of why this thing started to settle forward, and besides the weight. So get some concrete in the hole and get this post set. Damn GoPro. Why in the world did you not make your cameras white, GoPro? Are you retarded? Alright, so that's definitely deep enough. Get to redo that. Concrete. Not on level, are we? Oh yeah, we're way out. Holy smokes. So this is really soft farm dirt, and I'd rather deform the hole and pack the concrete in than have it settle. And it's not going to settle because it's not full. It would settle because the farm dirt is moist and doesn't hold, it doesn't compact, or I'm not sure what you'd want to call it. Doesn't support a lot of weight. And since that's a 2x4 and not a 4x4, because I'm a cheap guy, there's more pounds per square inch bearing down on the bottom of the stud. much did that settle? It's about 1/8 per foot, so it's a fair amount. So when this cures, I will take the screws out, lift it up, put the screws back in so it's level. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so what I'm not going to do is mix up another bag just to do that. All it does is give this a place to bear on. So the other side was the real problem. The way the ground slopes, it was way wetter. This is quite a bit harder dirt. I'd still like to fill it to the top. I don't like doing this, but I'm going to let this harden up and just backfill. So all I'm doing is compacting, and also by moving the concrete, all the rock goes to the bottom. So I should get some compaction and a lot of rock down at the bottom, and then I'll have a lot of the cream or whatever you call it on top. So hopefully the wind's not too bad. I'm sorry if it is. Oh. Alright guys, what a muggy day that I picked to finish this video. So last time you guys saw this, these posts went in and that was about it. So what I did is I plumbed this, I detached the box, plumbed it, and then reattached it to these posts. So this post and that post over there. And then I added this piece. Can you guys see that? Yep. I added this piece up here. This roof had a big sag in it, so I added this little bar. I'm adding this one, same thing with this shelf. There's enough weight on it that it had drooped, so I'm adding this little strong back is what I would call it. And Alright, so I'm using a floor jack, just an automotive floor jack to lift up on stuff, and it gives me all the power I need. And the other thing you guys can see is I added a 4x4 post under here. I tied it to the floor, and I also tied it to the two side beams. So this provided a way for me to jack up on it without distorting the floor, and it just tied everything together well. So I had an extra piece laying around and used that for the bottom. Still not strong enough. Yeah, let's get these out of the road. Get this off the wall. And tie this in right at the corner here. And what I'm doing is running the screw in reverse and basically using it as a drill. I'll drill through the majority of the shelf itself and maybe a little bit into the strong back. What I don't want to do is split the wood. So I'll get it, part of the way in and then run it in the rest of the way. That's why it takes forever. You run it in reverse and you can use it like a drill bit. So on this door, I put it on temporarily, and I'll show you what I mean. So you can see that the hinge sticks out past the edge here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill new holes here and here. I can use this for the outside set of holes, and then I'll drill a set real close. It's not the ideal situation, but that's the way the door jambs are, and so maybe I'll trim them off, maybe I won't. But yeah, I'll get those hinges on. It's not the, like I said, it's not the best situation, but it is what it is. All right, I'll show you guys around the updated product here. Not, anything dramatic, but definitely will make the box stiffer and just better to use. I use it a lot. So that's where I hang all of my fencing. So this is high tension, and then these are all just wire to tension to do the the diagonal there. And then I haven't put those in yet, but those are just going to go in the bottom. Those are a bunch of diagonals. They're used. Got more fencing there. Just got an extra thing there. This is where I hang my hammer and my large crescent wrench. Just put that in. That's where my marking tape is. And just there's the hot wire. I relocated this. This used to be down here on the shelf, and now it's back up there. And you can see all my fencing pliers that stay in here. Long tape, square, fence post level. This doesn't work that great. Cheapy level from Craftsman, Lowe's. those tools don't stay in there. These go back in my shop. More rope, and then isolators, ceramic isolators, and just hardware. I got that at Harbor Freight. Some golf balls from the neighbor, and then fence pivots. All right, I didn't get a chance to show the door lock. It's kind of janky. It's a 1x, it's a cedar, but these 2 screws here and these 4 screws are all 4-inch screws. So it just closes like this. There's room for my fingers so they don't get pinched in there. Gives me something to grab onto. And then that actually pulls up tight. Those inside 2 are, these are 1.5 inches, and this is a 3-inch, no, 2.5 inch. And so it just gives me something to grab, but also I don't shut my fingers in there. So anyways, we'll get that painted up at some point and make it look nice and fill that hole in and all that good stuff. Some more isolators down there. And so yeah, I mean, anytime I'm doing something to the fence, I'm inside of this thing. It's the most I mean, I can't believe I lived this long without having this thing out where I do the work. So if you get a chance, I would absolutely recommend building one of these. If you can afford it, I would build it out of metal. If you can't afford it, then a wood one works great. Hope this helps somebody. It's a 1-year review of the box. Talk to you guys later.